It has happened again. That slip in time as though today is not the day that followed yesterday. Coffee, first cigarette, stood at the studio window staring out at the creeping dereliction. I know this marginal world so well with its distorted mosaic of decay and its ever-present hint of violence. I chose it to deter anyone who might consider calling. The starkness of the studio suggests someone in transit, someone planning escape, someone driven inwards. I have learned a lot about loneliness. You have to cultivate it to be able to live with it. Must finish the painting today. I've been waiting for that moment when I know it's finished. It hasn't come. It's been an oddly off-centre day. The hotel suits my needs perfectly. A place to sleep, sometimes to eat. The other residents, an odd collection of misfits, never intrude. I like having little. A small room, a few clothes, a book or two. You learn that possessions are a drain on privacy.
Your messages?
Munch is the hotel manager. He has arctic blue eyes that seem somehow to quarrel with the rest of his face.
Your mail. Are you dining tonight?
Not tonight. I'm going to an opening.
Anyone I would know?
A Mexican who paints dead children.
Perhaps not.
Mr. Otis, one of the residents, being blind, has his own version of reality. Once a month we dine together and he tells me of his time in China, where dreams are said to be the forgotten language of God.
They have arrived.
Your books?
I've left a signed copy for you in your room.
The cover?
Suitably tasteless. A near-naked woman, a gun, a dead body. The blessed trinity of the pulp thriller.
A private view. The grotesque are gathered worshipping their dark delusions, trying to animate personalities that are hardly there.
Anna! I can't believe it. I haven't seen you for, over a year.
Stella, the owner of the gallery, thin, brittle, she gives off a suffocating charm.
Has it been that long? You're preparing for an exhibition?
Yes.
New York?
Yes.
The New Vision Gallery?
Yes.
Yes, I would have advised Steinberg-Belloc.
My eyes are drawn past her to a man standing on the far side of the gallery watching me.
Still, I presume Robert knows what he's doing.
He smiles and raises his glass. He is dark. Hair, eyes, presence. Who is that man?
What man?
Over there by the... Oh. He's gone.
Describe him. What was he like?
Is it selling? The exhibition?
Nothing's selling. Another year like this and I'll have to close.
It looks interesting.
Really?
Different.
I would have thought you detested.
Why?
You can't stand figurative painting. He's Mexican. You must meet him. He's around somewhere. I'll go and find him.
Released from Stella, I study one of the paintings. A group of Mexican mummers. One in the role of death who has come to claim a life.
An entire people in love with death.
I turned to face the man who was watching me. There is something strangely familiar about him.
Perhaps we're all in love with our own death. My name is Jacob Verhoeven.
Anna Creeley.
Yes.
He offers a hand. It is alarmingly cold. As I close the studio door, Jacob walks into the space with an ease and familiarity that might suggest he's been here before. He crosses to the painting I'm working on and stands motionless, studying it with a casual intensity.
Why do you paint so angrily?
Do you want a drink?
So carelessly.
I have some brandy.
This is lethal art. Lonely, arid, self-denying.
I'm just about to ask him to leave when he crosses the studio, takes my hand, raises it to his lips, and kisses it. Morning. I wake and reach out for Jacob, but he's gone. I stand at the window looking down into the street below, smoking my last cigarette. I see the same hurrying figures I saw yesterday, and the dog, the white dog that sits watching the studio. He's there most days, like a sentinel. I attack the canvas with a palette knife, removing dead paint. Ignore it. Ignore it. I'm working! Hello?
It's Robert.
Yes, Robert.
Can you come over?
I'm working.
It's important.
Can't we discuss it?
No. You have to come to the gallery.
What's happened? You sound...
As soon as possible.
You mean now? Robert? Robert!
Anna!
Now, what's this all about?
What are you doing here?
What?
Is there something you...
You phoned?
I did?
An hour ago.
I didn't.
You phoned me, Robert, ordered me to come as soon as possible.
I did not phone you, Anna. I really didn't.
You said it was important, that we couldn't talk on the phone, we had to meet. You sounded distressed. That's why I came over straight away.
I haven't touched the telephone this morning. I've been hanging these prints.
It was your voice.
Are you sure?
Oh, this is ridiculous. What happened next is hard to believe. I enter the studio, still angry. I stand there, sensing something is wrong. For a moment I can't think what it is. Then I realise that the painting I have been working on is gone. They must have had a van. The canvas I was working on was 10 by 6.
How many paintings are missing?
How else would they take them away?
How many?
None of them was less than...
Anna!
20.
20?
All recent work.
20 paintings?
But why? They can't sell them.
They're gone.
Your whole New York exhibition.
3 years' work.
Oh, how can I help?
Jacob Verhoeven.
I saw you leave with him.
We went back to my studio.
Oh, you don't think that he...
I just want to talk to him. Do you have a number for him?
He doesn't have a phone.
We must have.
I can give you an address. He lives with his sister, God knows where in the country.
Overhanging brambles claw at my clothes as I approach a cottage down a narrow, weed-choked lane deep in the country. A bird, imprisoned in an overgrown hawthorn hedge held by a wing. I reach in, gently untangle the wing and lift the bird out. I hold it in both hands, trying to calm it. It suddenly twists, pecks me viciously and flies off. There is a stain of blood in the palm of my hand. The cottage is obscured by trees. Its walls are painted a pale sulphur. As I get closer, I can feel the air around me thicken. The door is opened by a woman dressed in a stinging red dress. She is as dark and preternatural as Jacob.
I was expecting you tomorrow.
I'm sorry?
We said Wednesday.
No, I'm sorry. My name is...
You're not the typist?
No.
For my brother?
It's Jacob I've come to see. We met last night at a private view.
He's not here.
When will he be back?
I don't know.
Could I wait? My name is Anna Creeley.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to your last exhibition 3 times. It was inspiring. Please come in.
Thank you.
He won't be long. He's gone to the village to telephone.
The dark hallway leads into a large room, surprisingly light. Hung on every wall are framed paintings, smaller versions of my work.
You can see my influence.
Mine was de Kooning.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, thank you. As she leaves the room, she points to a floppy old chintz-covered sofa.
That's the most comfortable.
I don't sit. I cross to a wall of books, glance along the titles. Most of them are on necromancy, the black practice of conjuring up the dead to obtain from them knowledge of the future.
Did you go to the Munch exhibition?
Yes, I did.
You're smiling. Did I say something?
No, it's just that the man who manages the hotel I live in is called Munch.
Really?
Yeah, he looks like one of the people in the paintings. Jealousy, the one with the green face.
Oh, there's Jacob.
I can hear nothing but the wind in the trees outside. Are you sure?
He may have gone to the village to telephone you. He's very secretive.
The man who enters the room is the same age, height, build, strikingly similar in appearance, but he is not the man I met at the gallery, not the man I slept with at my studio. What's happening, Mr. Otis? None of this makes sense.
What does make sense today in this corrupt, irrational world?
It's all so strange and threatening.
Perhaps you were betrayed by imagination.
I let him unfold his slow, strange reasoning, as I always do.
We all try to keep reality in focus, but it is open to many different interpretations, full of dark ambiguities.
He smiles a tight, knowing smile.
There are things truer than truth. There's a price to pay for self-deception.
You think I may have dreamt him?
There is undeniably a Jacob Verhoeven. You met him at the opening. You met him again at the cottage. He does exist. But you say he is not the man you gave yourself to.
I do.
In China, they say the soul feeds the dreams that people need.
It was so real.
Of course it was.
Why do you say that?
A lucid dream.
What is that?
Only a minute percentage of people have them. When dreaming, you develop full awareness. It's like being awake, possessing one's normal faculties, but being in a totally artificial other world. Objects and people appear to be and feel solid. You can smell them, touch them, feel them, hold conversations with them, make love to them.
My paintings are gone. Did my lucid dream lovers spirit them away?
Perhaps. Be careful, Anna, of the dark forces of the human mind.
I had drunk too much wine, gone to my room and fallen asleep in my clothes on the bed. There is a light knock at the door. Caught in that limbo between sleeping and waking, I go to the door and open it. There is no one there. I step into the hallway just in time to see a woman dressed in dazzling blue turn a corner. I feel compelled to follow her. However hard I try to catch up with the woman, she stays the same distance ahead, glancing round occasionally to be certain that I am following. The woman dissolves into darkness. I follow her, but once through the shadow I can't see her anywhere. Then I hear a door click shut. I turn to a huge Baroque double door. I ease it open and enter cautiously. As my eyes grow accustomed to the dark, I can see that it is the vast chandelier-hung ballroom. Then I see the woman at the far end, leaving through a duplicate of the door I have just entered by. My mysterious journey leaves no room for reality. a transformation of the ordinary into something quite extraordinary. I see the woman stop at a door, turn briefly back and then enter. I move quickly to the open door. The room is bright with light. There is no sign of the woman, but Mr. Otis is hanging from a beam that runs across the ceiling of his room. I don't trust my eyes anymore. This is all a grotesque illusion, a nightmare. Then I realise that although I have followed the woman in blue to the extremes of the hotel, I have been full circle and ended up where I started from. Then I remember something that Mr. Otis once told me, that in China, in the mystical world of dream, the circle represents evil. He talked about suicide often, called it the exotic act, said it had a useless beauty. Thanks.
He certainly had a way with words.
He was a terrible old pedant. Nothing is non-existent more than time.
Sounds good.
Time is grief.
Even better. When you had dinner with him, how did he appear?
Oh, a little tired.
Depressed?
Not particularly.
He was a depressive.
He never talked about it.
Have the police been?
A coroner's officer for about 5 minutes. He didn't seem to care. Just another suicide, another body.
What are we going to do about New York?
Cancel it.
We've got 4 months.
I can paint 2 new pictures in that time. Have you ever seen an exhibition with 2 pictures?
I didn't mean that.
Well, I hope you didn't mean what I think you mean.
What is the point of keeping paintings if you're not going to exhibit them?
I am not showing those paintings.
Why not?
Do I have to say it again?
This is an emergency, Anna.
I destroyed them.
I don't believe you.
Burned them.
Did you know he was ill?
No.
Cancer. There wasn't much they could do.
How long?
Not long. A few months.
He had no family.
No one.
No friends?
In the 11 years he's been here, no one visited. He was quite alone, apart from you.
We just talked.
He used to wait in the bar for hours for you to come in.
Had supper once a month.
Which he insisted on paying for.
Why do you say that?
Expensive wine, the best food.
That's what he wanted.
He couldn't afford it.
How do you know?
I knew.
You should have said.
Not my business.
You should have told me.
He would never have forgiven me. It was his one pleasure.
If I'd known...
I have some messages for you.
I want to work. I need to work. But my mind is still trying to unravel the contradictions of Mr. Otis's death. I stab a brush into crimson paint, step up to the canvas, but I cannot make my hand and eye work. I choose another brush, a new colour, go to the canvas again, but I cannot make a mark. I am filled with a terrible emptiness. Then, as though suddenly coming to a decision, I drop the brush back onto the table, take hold of the canvas, and drag it into the side room, where there are a dozen newly primed canvases leant against a wall. I discard it, and move to the end of the room, where there are 2 6-foot rolls of paper. Back in the studio, I fix the 10-foot length of paper onto a wall, stand back and look at it long and hard. Then I pick up a piece of charcoal, and to my relief, start to draw.
You have a room?
Morning, sir.
I believe.
This is a residential hotel, sir.
You do have a room?
Through unforeseen circumstances, one has become available, yes, but as I said...
I'll require it for at least a year.
I see, sir. An advance is required.
I'll pay for the year.
There are other considerations.
And they are?
We are a family here.
Yes.
A small but contented group.
Of course.
New residents are selected with consummate care.
I understand.
Would you be averse to a few personal questions?
I would welcome them.
Some tea, sir?
Ah, tea.
This way. You're foreign?
Yes.
German?
No,
Not German.
not German.
I usually have an ear for accents.
I'm sure you do.
I suddenly realise I have drawn vague figures on the wall of paper. Like Stella said, I hate figurative art. I reach into a box of pastels without looking, pick up the first colour that comes to hand and slash it across one of the figures. It is the exact blue of the dress of the night visitor, the harbinger of death. By instinct, I am drawing my nightmare.
Your car is here, sir.
I found this letter in a drawer.
I'll see that she gets it.
Previous resident of my room wrote things on the walls.
Things, sir?
Chinese characters.
Really, sir?
You read Chinese?
Yes, little French, some Spanish.
The blind man writing Chinese, he must have been an extraordinary person.
He was.
Yes.
There is just enough natural light for me to see to draw by. I have been working for hours. It is unbearably hot. The balcony door and windows are closed. I cannot bear the least sound. It physically hurts. Even the scrape of pastel on paper is painful. The walls of the studio are covered in crudely ripped-off pieces of paper, different shapes and sizes, details of phantom faces, heads, hands, bodies, backgrounds. I am desperately trying to draw my dream. The drawings are preparation for a painting. I paint as I have never done before. Mr. Otis, the angel of death in her burning blue dress, are there. But there are no features in the faces, no real existence in the bodies. Hours later, another day. Sunlight streams into the studio. I stand smoking, studying the canvas. It has progressed. The images are more distinct. In my depiction of death is the breath of life.
Anna? Open the door, Anna. I'm not going away.
I'm working.
You haven't been back to the hotel in days.
What do you want?
Can I come in?
No.
I want to talk to you.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Please, let me in, Anna.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Anna!
Get away from me.
Please, will you let me help? I know I can help you, Anna. I can. Anna!
2 days later, the painting is finished. There is the dream. The predatory woman in blue.
Oh.
Poor Mr. Otis hanging like a piece of meat.
Sweet Christ. What's happening to me?
I looked terrible when I finally returned to the hotel, covered in filth, hair matted, clothes stained with sweat, burned by cigarettes. Munch is shocked, but conceals it with an excessive formality.
Anna, this letter was left for you from Mr. Otis. It was found in a drawer in his room. Can I get you anything? Some food? Something to drink?
Brandy. The bathroom is full of steam. I sit on the side of the bath as it is filling, drinking brandy and reading Mr. Otis's letter. Flesh is grass and will fade like the flowers of grass. Looking refreshed, bathed and dressed, I move through the hotel. I come to a lift, but there are no lifts in the hotel. The door opens and I am drawn into it. The lift is mirrored. I see endless reflections of myself. I step from the lift into the reception area of the hotel. A ghost light gives everything a brittle clarity. chauffeur-driven limousine is waiting for me. The chauffeur, a small man in an impeccable uniform, opens the door and I step in. He gets into the luxury car, starts it, and eases silently into the night. The limousine enters a park and stops. I get out and it drives off. I stand in the shadows and wait as though under instructions. But for what? There is movement in the trees. A woman dressed in shimmering scarlet appears and stands some way off. Then she turns and walks into the park. I follow. But as before, she always seems to stay exactly the same distance ahead. The woman in red, another enchantress, crosses an ornamental bridge over a lake and stops on the far side. In sudden bright moonlight, a child in a boat comes into view. Although the surface of the lake is like a mirror, the small boat seems to be in the control of some unforeseen malignant force. It yaws dangerously. The child clings to it in terror. I am desperate to catch up with the woman, but I can't leave the child to drown. He cries out like the bird caught in the hawthorn hedge. I climb up onto the bridge and throw myself into the water. Full of brandy, I have fallen asleep in the bath and slipped under the water. The pages of Mr. Otis's letter float around me. Back in the studio, I draw with the same frightening intensity the limousine, the chauffeur, the park, the lake, the child in the boat, the fatal night visitor.
Can I help?
My name is Schuman.
Mr. Schuman.
You show Anna Creeley.
Do you know her work?
She's exhibiting soon in New York.
We don't have a firm date yet.
New Vision Gallery.
Sometime in the autumn.
Do you have any of her work here?
Yes, I have 2. No, 3.
Recent work?
Not recent, no, from her last exhibition.
Unsold?
Yes.
Not the best, then?
That doesn't follow.
No?
No. Oh. In fact, one of them, I think, was her best.
Why didn't it sell, then?
I've asked myself that many times.
Can I see it?
Anna has sold to several major collections. Madonna Musette, Claude Givaudan, the Tokoro Gallery.
What is her new work like?
She's painting much bigger. Acrylics. She hasn't used acrylics before.
But not abstract.
What?
Figurative.
Anna has never painted figuratively.
Thank you.
Are you a collector?
I'm a procurer.
Emotionally and physically exhausted, I stand back to study the half-finished painting. It is even more disturbing than the first. I clamp my eyes shut to block it out.
Is Anna Creeley in?
I'm afraid not.
I'm Robert Linton.
Oh, yes. We spoke often on the telephone.
Has she been in recently?
I'm rather worried about her.
Well, that's why I'm here.
She's been working far too hard.
When was she last here?
Tuesday. She came back, looked dreadful, filthy, exhausted. Had a bath, change of clothes, then went out again. I haven't seen her since.
Could I see her room? We're very close, personally and professionally. I think she needs help.
Very well. So small. Miss Creeley asked for a small room. She said she preferred it.
What's this?
A letter.
I can see that.
It's been put on the radiator to dry.
Death has lost its novelty as I get older.
He was an odd man, Mr. Otis. Blind. Wrote detective novels.
Yes, I know.
Of course.
He died.
Suicide. She found him.
She didn't tell me that.
I have finished the second dream painting and put it beside the first. propped against a wall in the side room, I realise that I have witnessed 2 of death's grim quartet, a suicide and accident. I pour myself a glass of brandy and cross to the balcony window. The sky is brochure blue. I close my eyes and offer my face to the healing sun. My eyes open and are drawn down to the riverbank. There is Mr. Otis, the white dog at heel, looking up at me with his broken eyes. How the dead cling to the living. I return to the hotel. Munch, for once, is not on duty. I slip behind the desk and lift my key from the board.
You have the letter?
I turn to face an absurd little man, not much bigger than a child, with the darkest eyes I've ever seen, and a thin moustache like a file of ants under his nose.
From your friend?
He offers me his child's hand.
A remarkable man. A dreamer in a world awake.
With that, he walks out of the hotel. I stare after him, transfixed.
You must ring Robert Linton, Anna. He's waiting for you to call.
That little man. Who is he?
I don't like him.
But who is he?
His name is Schuman.
Is he a visitor?
A new resident.
In Mr. Otis's room. You really are repellent.
I have a business to run, Miss Creeley. And don't forget to telephone Mr. Linton.
Back in my room, I fall instantly asleep. I dream that I am led through a labyrinth of roads in the rack and tangle of the city by a third night visitor dressed in burning yellow. This time I make no effort to keep up. I allow myself to be led wherever I am to be taken. The night howls. The woman stops at an old building, baroque and eerie. She glances back at me and then enters. I follow. I find myself in a ballet class. The dancers at a bar by a mirrored wall are pushed to extreme by an old martinet ballet master who stabs the floor rhythmically with his ebony cane. Then, to my amazement, the woman walks through the mirror. To my greater amazement, I follow. Dominating the room is a black satin bed. Schuman, fleshy and wolfish with a pagan face, is seducing a young rent boy. The boy starts to resist Schuman's ugly and corrupt advances. I watch with horror as Schuman locks his fine-boned hands round the boy's throat and strangles him. I snatch awake, soaked in sweat, trembling, somehow not remembering but not having forgotten. It takes time to recover from the murderous dream. I leave the hotel early to go to my studio. The white dog is waiting for me. As soon as I appear, he moves off. I find myself following him. He makes his way knowingly through the labyrinth of roads to the ballet school. This time, I know that I am not dreaming. The dog leaves as I enter the building. In contrast to when I was here in my dream, the polished floor is covered in fallen plaster. Lianas of cobwebs are hanging from the disintegrating ceiling. The mirrored wall is cracked and covered in moss. Rust water from a burst pipe has flooded the floor. I move to the broken mirror and stand looking at my fractured reflection. I know there is nothing beyond. The black satin room was a dream room, not part of this dereliction. I start to draw, but this time I have witnessed a wicked and grotesque murder. Soon the paper on the wall is covered in a 10-foot drawing of the black satin room. The last few weeks have taken their toll. I am in a state of near-nervous collapse. There is a bottle of brandy on the table. I drink as I work.
Have you been to the studio?
She won't let me in.
The hotel?
I've left messages for her to phone me urgently. The manager said she's in a terrible state. Filthy.
Clothes covered in cigarette burns. He could smell the drink.
She's not well.
Will you come to the studio with me?
You know what she's like. You know what she can be like.
She might listen to you. Please, Stella.
I am painting the black satin room. The wolves of memory are loose. The air around me crackles. The painting is slowly appearing. The ballet class, the mirror wall, the black satin room beyond, the rent boy and Schuman, their bodies locked in a shuddering embrace.
Anna!
Anna! It's Stella, open the door! You're all right. You just want to work.
I'm not going away until you open the door.
I fly out, a lethal kitchen knife with a broken point that I clean my palette with clenched in my hand.
Get out! Get away from me! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
I slash at Robert. The broken point of the knife slices his sleeve.
Leave me alone, you bastards!
I hurl the knife after them. It ricochets off a wall and clatters along the passage floor.
Don't come here again!
I have finished the third dream painting, sat for hours looking at it, then fell into an exhausted sleep on the studio floor. I don't know how long I have slept. When I wake, suddenly, my eyes open but I don't move, sensing a presence in the studio. Bright moonlight floods the space. A figure in silhouette is standing, quite motionless, studying the painting. I move my head fractionally to see who the intruder is. Schuman.
You see with a knowing eye.
Fear forces me into action. I quickly get to my feet.
Why did you kill him? Murder him?
Something glints in his hand. The knife I threw at Robert in the passageway.
Have you come to kill me?
I move away from him, keeping close to the studio wall.
Or is this a dream within a dream?
He moves fast, lunges at me. The blade of the knife severs the air within an inch of my throat. I back up to the balcony door. Schuman comes at me again. I have nowhere to go. From the shadows, a white blur. The dog hurls itself at Schuman. Its jaws clamp on his knife arm. He crashes through the glass of the balcony door, back against the balcony. It gives way under his sudden weight. His body then hits the pavement below. I look down into the street. Schuman lies, sprawled face down, in a stain of blood.
Hello?
He's dead.
Anna?
He's dead.
Anna?
Dead.
Anna! Oh, Anna! Ambulance. Hurry, please hurry.
I have been moved from intensive care to a side room. I am half asleep. I hear the plaintive cry of the bird trapped in the hawthorn hedge. It segues into the terrified cry of the child in the boat on the lake. I wake to see the 3 night visitors standing silently in the shadows. Jacob is with them. He steps from the darkness and approaches.
It is time. You must come with us, Anna.
No.
This life is passing.
No.
Ending.
No.
It is a skein of silk. It is spun, measured out.
He slowly lowers his face.
And finally cut. With death.
As he goes to kiss me, I bite his lip. It bleeds. His blood is black. The grounds of the nursing home are extensive, beautifully kept. Birds sing. A warm spring sun shines in a cloudless sky. I sit in a high-backed plantation chair reading. I like to think that I have cheated death. Life is returning. Robert appears and approaches across a perfect lawn. I smile at him. When he gets to the chair, he bends and kisses me gently on the cheek. It is more than the kiss of a friend. I take his hand. I am back in my studio painting the fourth and final canvas. It is the most striking. It shows my fight with death. Life has new meaning, new direction. I have learnt to live in the present, not thinking of the future, not regretting the past. I remember what Mr. Otis once said to me. The two things to avoid at all cost are hope and fear. I didn't understand what he meant at the time. I do now. I walk with Robert through the streets of New York. Le Corbusier's pathetic hedgehog. Evening sun slants through the towering blocks. Soft shadows shade the streets. The aristocracy of the New York art world are gathered. In one part of the gallery, the drawings are exhibited. In the main gallery are the 4 large canvases. Each is titled Mr. Otis, Drowned Child, Black Satin Room. The 4th is simply called Escape. The last third of the canvas is untouched, a pure white enigma. I am surrounded by people who want to talk to me, be seen with me. Robert stays close, guarding me against their enthusiasm. All the drawings and the 4 canvases have been sold. Champagne and congratulations flow. I feel my eyes drawn across the crowded gallery. To my astonishment, there is Jacob, a glass of champagne in his hand, closely studying the last painting. He turns, raises his glass, and smiles his smile of death. Behind him, the white section of Escape turns black.
In Second Body by Trevor Preston, Anna was played by Tara Fitzgerald, Robert by Raymond Coulthard, Munch by Ben Crowe and Stella by Liza Sadovy. Jacob was Stephen Greif, Mr. Otis, Patrick Brennan, Schuman, Kenneth Coulthard and Zelda, Thom. The director was Toby Swift.